Hello there. Welcome to another fantastic breaking news. This is the breaking news that just came out over the weekend. That just couldn't wait to a regular full breaking news show. So this is breaking news at its best. We are talking directly about the Mandela Effect community. This is a win for the Mandela Effect community. Right now, they should be jumping up and down and saying, "Fuck yeah!" And what am I talking about? What is this enjoyment that the Mandela Effect community should be happy about? Well, DC, right? Just like Marvel, Disney, DC's huge with Time Warner, major company Time Warner. Well, they made a new series called The Peacemaker, based off the character from Suicide Squad. It's basically a continuation of his story. Well, they dropped 3 episodes on HBO Max, major streaming service. In episode 3, they actually talked about the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears. It's whatever you think it is. Berenstain. I don't care. We're all an open community. We're all open-minded. If you believe in it, great. If you don't, you don't. But even if you don't, have fun, kick back, watch this little episode, and enjoy it. Because everybody knows me. I never read the books. I can't tell you what's one or the other. But the show talked about it, and it's fantastic. You know, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the clip from the DC HBO Max. Now, it's not a great quality clip because, you know, a lot of it be too copyrighted, and I need you guys to see it and hear it to see what I'm talking about. So don't worry about the quality, just listen to it. All right? So what we're going to listen to first is episode 3. And it's in the 14-minute part of the show. Well, the whole fucking series is fantastic. Peacemaker kicks fucking ass. But let's hear this. Let's watch this. Here we go.
We've got the Berenstain Bears and the Mercedes. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Brother Bear, and Sister Bear all accounted for.
It's Berenstain Bears.
What?
The children's books? It's Berenstain Bears, not Berenstain Bears.
Dude, I grew up on those books. It's Berenstain Bears.
Absolutely not. It's actually named after the creator, Stan and Jan Berens.
Does this fucking matter? It's Berenstain.
I don't mean to correct you, sir, but
Shut up.
Now, that is fantastic. And I'll tell you why. Because first of all, you know, you're thinking, they never mentioned the word Mandela Effect. Because the director, James Gunn, who wrote this and directed this, know himself that the name Mandela Effect is a joke. The name is a joke. The name makes the whole phenomenon a joke. And let's be honest here. So to get his mind across, well, let's not use the word Mandela Effect, but people will know what they're talking about. Let's talk about the Berenstain and Berestein. Why this is so incredible is usually you'll have 1 versus 1, right? One says yes, one says no. Doesn't matter what side you're on. One says Berestein, one says Berenstain. But then you had the third guy actually like leaned over and said, Berestein, Bears. So it's like 2 against 1. That's dramatic. That is fantastic. So I'm going to continue on with this video clip. There ain't too much more, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, that's definitely photoshopped.
no, it's not. It says it right. Berenstain. A-I. Like aim. Berenstain.
Guys, I'm sorry. I love that. It's just, you know, they put humor in it, right? Now, you're going to have people in the community, in the Mandela Effect community, who consider themselves as what I call gatekeepers. They think they're the gatekeepers. So they're going to bash this. They're going to say, they're making fun of us. They're making fun of the community. No, they weren't. It actually opens up eyes to the community. You know, there could be somebody who never really looked into a Mandela Effect, right? And they don't even know what the fuck the word is, right? They're going to see Berestein, what is that all about? And they're going to Google it. And they're going to Google it, and they're going to see the name Mandela Effect, and they're going to look at a lot of things that, hey, wow, I have a mismemory. You know, even though they might not believe it fully, but it opens up their mind to a conversation they might have with somebody else. And that's all you could ask for. That's how you grow a community to people believing this stuff. See, people in the community think, if all you do is talk about it, we're going to grow, we're going to get our word out there. No, not really. You're only going to get the people from different Mandela Effect communities to join each other. You're just basically talking to friends. You're not really expanding the mind. But with shows like this, it does it. People are going to listen. They're going to look, and they're going to look for material. Problem is, some of these channels, they want to be gatekeepers. If it's not coming through us, then it's not real. And most of those gatekeeper type channels, they're more conspiracy channels they are. They just use a Mandela Effect to get clicks and views. And that's a fact. Everybody knows that. You'll be able to tell when people use a technique of like, it's Hollywood, they're trying to scare you. It's a scare technique that they use. Because they want you to think, oh my God, he's calling them out. He is right. Listen, James Gunn directed some fantastic movies. The Guardians of the Galaxy, Slither. He has slipped in Mandela Effect type of stuff in his movies. In Slither, it's about mind control, an alien taking over, making everybody think the way he thinks. In some ways, Mandela Effect is, changing the mind, making you think a certain way. He has like little clips in movies, all his movies. And if you look at the history of James Gunn, he'll tell, there's interviews saying, he believes in outer space. He believes in aliens and stuff. He's not going to come out and say, well, I believe in the Mandela Effect, because they're going to think he's a quack job and he won't get another job in Hollywood. They'll think he's a wacko. But he doesn't need to say he believes in Mandela Effect. By putting these things in his shows and movies, that's how you switch people without actually saying, well, I did it as a conversation joke piece. Yeah, he did. But 2 against 1, Berestein versus Berenstain, I think they did something great for the community. I think people should talk about it and give a clap to James Gunn. He's doing it for you without even saying it. It's like George Lucas. He's a 2-time died back in 1962 with the car crash and not dying, and with all the changes of Star Wars and stuff. Some people, he's basically considered the godfather of the Mandela Effects in a lot of different ways. And they don't even have to come out and say the word Mandela Effect. But don't believe those other channels that are going to use fear for this. Don't do it. Now, some people say like X-Files, they were a joke. They were making fun of it. Now let's play the clip here from the X-File one, and let's see if were they really making fun of it. Now let's see how they did it. Now some of you probably seen this already, some of you probably have not. If you have not seen the X-File, what about the Mandela Effect? Here, this is a bonus. Let's check it out.
The ability to manipulate memory creates unlimited power. Political, economical, cultural, runs the gamut from Holocaust denial to corporate product recognition. There are companies who are willing to pay anything, do anything, to have people forget that their products explode on impact or suddenly catch fire. Companies like G spending billions in profit to repress these memories. The only thing I haven't been able to do is to figure out how they're doing it.
They can't. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. I mean, the Mandela Effect is simply...
It's the Mingle Effect, guys. It's the Mingle Effect. Just say it.
Is simply people misremembering stuff.
But maybe this is actually evidence of a parallel universe.
Wait, what?
So maybe these differences in collective memories are actually evidence of our universe somehow becoming intertwined with another, if not identical, then very similar universe. So people's memories are correct, they're just remembering something that happened in another dimension. Hence the discrepancies. That's science, Scully.
Theoretical science at best, Mulder.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this parallel universe, sci-fi, gobbledygook, nerd boy, okay? So just please drop it, because that crap gives me a headache.
It's a lot better than some evil entity zapping people's brains with a hypno ray gun.
I never mentioned a hypno ray gun.
Guys, it's faulty memory because Occam's razor.
That's Ozzy's razor, not Occam's. It's always been Ozzy's razor.
Maybe in a parallel universe it is, but in still yet another universe is perhaps known as Occam's axe.
It's not parallel universes!
You could say that Scully and the third guy were kind of making fun of Mandela Effect. Yes, you could kind of see that, but they still brought it up front. And if you take away Scully and the other guy, Mulder, his explanation on if Mandela Effect is real, it could be a parallel universe. That's important. So even though they were making more fun of it, like versus Peacemaker, but Mulder had a good theory that, if there's a change, if you believe in the Mandela Effect, you believe something is changing, then there's a reason why. I told you guys a million times. If there's a change, there's a reason why. Is it God? Okay. Is it parallel universe? Makes sense. Was there time travel involved, that somebody went back in time, a change in effect for a person going forward, and now they're having different thoughts of what has happened in previous time travel is a possibility. It's all a possibility if you believe in it. And guys, you don't have to believe in it. It's fun to even just explore it. And if it turns out it's all false memories, then so be it. Then it's all false memories. You want to believe in false memories? I think there's something there to it. There's something, change. This is like when you put your keys down here and you put it there, you can't find it. You don't know. It's weird. So guys, beyond that, this was fantastic. This is fun. I think this is breaking news. If you haven't seen it yet, go to HBO Max. Guys, first of all, they're not, right now somebody goes, he's a shell for HBO Max. He's just trying to sell the streaming service. And if you're thinking that, you're an idiot. People call other people shells and agents, whatever. They're the ones you got to worry about. They're the one that's trying to be gatekeepers of communities. So guys, thank you for having an open mind. Thank you for having fun. This was fantastic. I just had to share my thoughts on it. So beyond that, thank you for watching Breaking News Live. See you on Tuesday.